Hi, my name is Shania and welcome to my YouTube channel. When it comes to perfumes, I have two moods. I either want to smell very bold, seductive, femme fatale kind of vibes, or I want to smell very divinely feminine in a fruity floral musky kind of way. And so today we're going to be talking about feminine fruity floral musky perfumes. And we always have this conversation on TikTok. What does smelling clean mean? Because clean means different things to different people. Clean could mean fresh, smelling like citrus. It could also mean soapy. It could also mean smelling like clean linen or clean laundry. It could also mean smelling like fabric. It could also mean smelling like your skin but better, smelling like paper, smelling like rice. But when I want to smell clean, I want to smell divinely feminine with a little bit of a fruity floral vibe. And these are some of my favorite perfumes in that category. Mystique Bouquet by Afnan needs no introduction. This fragrance is all over the internet and for good reason. A lot of people say that Mystique Bouquet is in the same family as Valaya or Fleur Narcotique, and to me it smells a lot more like Fleur Narcotique. When I think of Valaya, I think of the aldehydes, which come off a little bit soapy, and that might be too much for some people, complemented with the fruity notes. But when I think of Fleur Narcotique, I think of something that has less of a soapy quality and more of a sparkling, effervescent, kind of like champagne sparkling drink quality. I feel like the fruits in Mystique Bouquet or Fleur Narcotique are more in your face and they're like juicier. Fleur Narcotique, Mystique Bouquet, whatever, is more of a true fruity floral than Valaya and Valaya exclusive. This is a very musky kind of fragrance, musky in that very ambroxany way. So this is the kind of fragrance that you might not smell on yourself, or you think nobody can smell you, but I still get complimented on this fragrance hours after I have put it on. It's white peach, sweet orange, lychee. You have the orange blossom here, and of course the floral notes like the peony. One thing about the orange blossom here is that it isn't very in your face. It isn't that very traditional Oriana love don't be shy kind of orange blossom. So even if you're not a fan of those fragrances, I definitely think it's worth getting your nose on this because the orange blossom is done in a more subtle way. So in my professional opinion, as someone that has gone through multiple decants and samples of Fleur Narcotique, get Mystique Bouquet instead and save your coin. Mindgames is one of those fragrance houses that I struggle to pull the trigger on because even though I like a couple of their fragrances, I believe they are very overpriced. Like even on the discount sites, the discounts are not discounting. Like you cannot find a Mindgames fragrance for like under 250 bucks. This is Queening by Mindgames and it's perfect for the people that are looking for a traditional clean girl fragrance with a little bit of pizzazz. The first time I smelled Queening, I'll be honest, like it really blew me away because prior to this point, whenever I had smelled clean or musky fragrances, they all smelled like paper or they all smelled like skin, and I was like, I'm not interested. But this smells like waking up on a Saturday morning in your bed, in your clean sheets that you put on the night before, and you're rolling around in your bed. Your bedding is white and it's like fluffy, and you can see like the sun rays peeking through your blinds. That's the vibe. This has a cotton note, so it does smell like fabric. It smells like clean sheets, but not in a soapy way, in a grown-up, sophisticated, luxurious way. It also has a green apple note, so it adds a little bit of crispness to the perfume. And then of course you have the coconut, the saffron, the rum. The rum here isn't a very boozy rum, and combined with the coconut, it's giving like Malibu. And you know how saffron just adds this air of luxury to everything? Exactly that. It literally smells like you're waking up in the sheets of a very like expensive hotel. And you guys know how I feel about coconut. The coconut in Queening isn't a very solar or sunscreeny coconut. If I had to rank it on a scale of 1 to 10, I would honestly give this a 3, with Alien Goddess being a 5. And if you're wondering where I was able to get the bigger samples versus your traditional 2ml samples, you can get those on Scentsplit. Scentsplit sells samples in a variety of sizes, a traditional 2ml, the 5ml, and a 9ml with doubles as a travel size. And the best part is that they are all sprays because we don't do dabbas around here. Shania 10 will always save you money on Scentsplit.com. Musc Infini by Exnihilo is a fragrance that I have been yearning for, and I have just been waiting for the discount websites to restock this because for some reason everybody is sold out of Musc Infini. And even though Fleur Narcotique and Lost in Paradise are their very popular feminine fruity floral fragrances, Musc Infini is severely underrated. Musc Infini is less of an effervescent, sparkling fruity floral, and it's more of a powdery, musky, vanilla fruity floral. And I know you're thinking, who the hell wants to smell like baby powder? I want to smell like baby powder. This smells like baby powder, but like in the best way. When I think of Musc Infini, I think of a woman that is well taken care of. A well taken care of woman. She's showered, ready for bed. She's in a silk robe, powdered, everything, and she just smells divine. When I think about the muskiness in Musc Infini, it reminds me of the muskiness in Musc Ravageur, but now replace the spices and the skankiness with something powdery and sophisticated. The notes are very simple. It's ambrette, grapefruit, musk, vanilla, tonka bean, and benzoin. And I feel like what gives this fragrance the intrigue is the base notes, because when you have vanilla, tonka bean, and benzoin stacked in the base, it adds this warmth to the fragrance, this sweetness that keeps drawing you in whenever you get a whiff of it. Even though there's bergamot listed as a note, the bergamot here isn't front and center. It isn't in your face. Think of the same kind of bergamot that is in Fleur Narcotique or Valaya. There's also grapefruit here, but this isn't your very traditional grapefruit. It just lends a little bit of sweetness to the perfume to keep it from just being plain baby powder. So yeah, if you know where I can get Musc Infini by Exnihilo for a good deal, let me know in the comments because I need this perfume bad. I don't know, the imagery that comes to mind when I think about Musc Infini is just a well taken care of and pampered lady. Plain Reserve Skin is the poster child for clean musky fragrances, but y'all are sleeping on Radiant Nectar by the same brand. When I tell you that this is the same muskiness that you know and you love, but then you add a pear and ambrette notes to give it that slightly fruity vibe. If you're someone that is into fragrances like Liz studied, this is the same DNA but executed in a slightly sharper way. Radiant Nectar is one of my favorite fragrances when it comes to a grab and go vibe. I want to smell very effortless. I want to smell like I didn't put a lot of effort into picking out my fragrance. Radiant Nectar is perfect for that. Like the way the pear is done here, it isn't a very candied or caramelized pear like you have in La Belle. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so good. And I don't talk about this perfume as much as I should because the dent tells you everything that you need to know. Opening of Radiant Nectar is definitely fruity and a little bit sweet, but then it dries down into that musky ambroxan vibe that we all know and love. A lot of people compare this to Glossier You in the dry down, and absolutely not. Glossier You smells like paper. Like the dry down smells like paper and pepper and spices. And don't get me wrong, I am a spicy perfume girly, so I know what I'm talking about. But this doesn't have that. This is more of a fruity floral ambroxan musk. It's very ambroxan heavy in the base. If you're a true gourmand girly, you like your fragrances sweet and you're trying to dip your toes into the world of clean, musky, your skin but better, effortless fragrances, I cannot recommend Radiant Nectar enough. Radiant Nectar is sold at Sephora, but you can always find great deals on this fragrance at TJ Maxx. I got mine as a gift set at TJ Maxx for like $50. So let me know in the comments, what is your favorite category of clean, musky fragrances? And what are some fragrances you can't wait to wear this spring? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.